A very good afternoon to you. Welcome to the news at 1 on Dominion Television. I am Pat Aito. Benue State Governor Hyacinth Alia has expressed the readiness to receive President Bola Tinubu during his planned visit to the state on Wednesday. Governor Alia disclosed this through its Chief Press Secretary Tessa Kula, describing the president's visit as a profound gesture of solidarity with the people of Benue following the recent deadly attack on the Yawalta community in Guma local government area, where dozens of residents were killed by suspected armed herdsmen. According to the governor, the visit demonstrates President Tinubu's compassion and determination to confront the worsening security challenges plaguing farming communities across the state. Similarly, the Benue State Police Command has said that it arrested 14 suspects who hijacked the peaceful protest by some youth in Makurdi. This was contained in a statement issued by the command spokesperson Udem Edet and made available to newsmen. The suspects had allegedly obstructed the roadway in Apia on the outskirts of Makurdi, forcing stopping a truck and setting it ablaze with the yet to be identified driver trapped inside. Edet promised that the suspect will be prosecuted accordingly as investigations were ongoing to apprehend other culprits and instigators behind the violence. Nigerians have expressed deep concern over the killings in Benue State as they call for immediate peace and protection of innocent lives. While speaking to Dominion News in Ibadan, these Nigerians called on President Bola Tinubu to, as a matter of urgency, declare a state of emergency in Benue and Plateau following the rising number of killings in the state. Our correspondent, Aino Grace, reports.
In recent weeks, a fresh wave of attacks by suspected armed militias and bandits in Benue and Plateau states have left dozens dead and many more injured as entire communities have been razed. And thousands of residents are fleeing in fear as insecurity tightens its grip on the region. From Makurdi to Mangu and spread across Nigeria, the stories are similar. The response from Nigerians has been swift and fierce.
The killing in Benue and Taraba is becoming alarming that the entire world is now focusing on Nigeria. The lives of people taken away every day is such that if we are not careful, it will roll down to other states. After all, we may not have the opportunity to accommodate those who will be displaced as a result of this particular incident.
Security in Nigeria is very poor, very, very poor. We need help of government and help of God. First of all is help of God. Our sin is too much for this Nigeria in particular. If we want to government to find solution for us for killing. It's not only Plateau and Benue State. It's all over Nigeria.
The government self, they don't have the human feeling. If you have a good heart, before you get there, or immediately you get there, I've never seen the person. Everything will change about the person. So by killing people over there, I can say, let me say 50-50. Government take the 50, while the masses, we that we call ourselves government, we take 50.
It's sad, it's worrisome that Nigerians' lives are of no value to this current leadership, and we are concerned as ordinary Nigerians. We're really concerned. We hope that they wake up to this responsibility to provide security for people. I mean, what's happening in Benue, for instance, is worrisome, is a call for emergency. It's a call for emergency. If we need to do anything as a leader, as a people, now we need to do it very quick.
On social media and in protest marches, citizens are calling on the federal government to act decisively, while many are questioning the effectiveness of Nigerian security architecture.
So there's nothing anybody is saying that's making sense to an average, to me as a person, as a Nigerian. Until we see you, arrest them, prosecute them. You can't tell us you don't know Mieti Allah, you know them.
As he cannot do it, he should kuku resign. Tinubu, our president. The Tinubu tenure is too much. Killing is too much. If he know that he will not do it, he should kuku resign. May they not kill us finish for Nigeria.
As at now, we should have had a state of emergency in both Taraba and Plateau states, and the presidency focusing and making sure that the people behind the camera in Plateau state, making the people there going down the 6 feet down every now and then, are investigated and brought to book.
Despite repeated assurances from the presidency and the defense headquarters, the attack continues, and Nigerians are calling for a total overhaul of Nigerian security apparatus, including better funding, local intelligence collaboration, and the possible deployment of special forces to hotspot regions. As pressure mounts, the question remains how many more must die before Nigeria wakes up to stop this bloodshed. Aino Grace, Dominion News.
Osun State government has called for patience and continuous dialogue in resolving the long-standing boundary dispute between Osun and Oyo states. The call was reiterated during a courtesy visit by the leadership of the National Boundary Commission, NBC, to the governor's office at the Osun State Secretariat. Governor Ademola Adeleke, who was represented by his deputy Kola Adewusi, emphasized that peaceful engagement and interstate cooperation were key to resolve the matter amicably. Lagos State government has announced the immediate suspension of planning approvals within the corridor of the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Road project. This was disclosed in a statement issued by the Commissioner for Physical Planning and Urban Development, Dr. Oluyinka Olumide at Alausa. According to Olumide, the decision was taken to address the implications of coastal highway projects on existing and ongoing physical development frameworks in the state. On the foreign scene, a court in Mali has placed Barrick Mining's Lulong-Koto gold mining complex under provisional administration for 6 months. The move hands control of Canada's biggest operation to state-appointed management and is seen as a major escalation in an ongoing dispute between the company and Mali's military rulers. Barrick Gold has been in conflict with the administration over alleged unpaid taxes and unfair contracts with past governments. In response, the Canadian company has said it will appeal the court's decision, which risks deterring future mining investment in the country. The United States President Donald Trump has urged Iran to resume diplomatic talks, warning that the Islamic Republic is not gaining the upper hand in its ongoing conflict with Israel. Trump also stated that the Iranian officials have indicated they want to talk about de-escalating hostilities with Israel as the two sides trade attacks and international leaders look for a way to end the conflict. Speaking to news at the G7 summit in Canada, Trump said it was in Iran's best interest to return to the negotiating table without delay. New Zealand's Prime Minister Christopher Luxon will visit looking to foster trade ties and would tourists and students, although turning issue of security and defense will figure on his agenda in meetings with top leaders. Making his first visit to China since becoming Prime Minister in November 2023, Luxon will arrive in the financial hub of Shanghai before heading to Beijing for meetings on Friday with President Xi Jinping and Premier Li Qiang. The visit comes as Beijing's growing influence in the Pacific during the last few years has allowed many Western nations whose traditionally stronger security foothold there is been challenged. Taiwan has sealed a partnership deal with the United States and German-based Auterion for drone software beta tested in Ukraine to help strengthen the island's defenses against growing military threats from giant neighbor China. Otarion, whose software is used in Ukrainian drones operating combat missions against Russia, said the deal could eventually lead to the technology being used in millions of drones for Taiwan. China views democratically governed Taiwan as its own territory and has ramped up its military pressure over the past 5 years, including staging half a dozen rounds of war games. And in sport, Neymar Jr.'s father has revealed that there are transfer talks planned with Champions League clubs. He, however, has not ruled out Neymar Jr. remaining with Santos. The Brazilian forward returned to his boyhood club in January following an injury-ravaged spell with Al Hilal. The Saudi Pro League club terminated his huge contract, allowing him to join Santos as a free agent. With the short-term contract set to expire, speculations has begun over the 33-year-old's future. Remember, you can visit our website on www.dominion.org.ng to watch us live and interact with us. You can also follow us across our social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and LinkedIn at Dominion Broadcast, and on X at Dominion Cast. And that is the news at 1 on Dominion Television. I am Pat Aito. Thank you so much for watching.
Ẹ káàsán akínyìn kú dédé àsìkò yìí ìròyìn àgbáyé ló ń dé sí ojú ìwòran yín láti iléeṣẹ́ móhùnmáwòrán ti Dominion. Olúbùnmi Ọ̀kẹ́ ló mú ìròyìn ọ̀hún wá sí ojú ìwòran yín. Gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Benue Hycinth Alia ti fi ìgbáradì rẹ̀ hàn láti gbàlejò ààrẹ Bọ́lá Tinubu nínú àbẹ̀wò eléyìí tó fẹ́ ṣe sí ìpínlẹ̀ ọ̀hún ní ọjọ́rú ọ̀sẹ̀ tá a wà yìí. Gómìnà Alia sọ èyí nípasẹ̀ akọ̀wé ìgbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ rẹ̀ Tezo Kula. Ó ṣe àpèjúwe àbẹ̀wò ààrẹ gẹ́gẹ́ bí eléyìí tó ń ṣe àfihàn ìdúrótì pẹ̀lú àwọn èèyàn ìpínlẹ̀ Benue, pàápàá jùlọ lórí ti àkọlù tó burú jáì tó wáyé láìpẹ́ yìí ní agbègbè Yelewata níjọba ìbílẹ̀ Guma, níbi tí ọ̀pọ̀ olùgbé ti dá ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀run alákejì láìròtẹ́lẹ̀ látọwọ́ àwọn afurasí adaranjẹ̀. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí gómìnà ṣe sọ, àbẹ̀wò ọ̀hún ló ṣe àfihàn ojú àánú ààrẹ Tinubu àti ìpinnu láti kojú ìdojúkọ èyí tó ń kojú ètò ààbò láwọn agbègbè tí iṣẹ́ oko tó ti ń lọ ní tìbútòrò ìpínlẹ̀ náà. Bákan náà ẹ̀wẹ̀, iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá ní ìpínlẹ̀ Benue ló ti sọ di mímọ̀ wípé wọ́n ti nawọ́ gan àwọn afurasí 14 kan eléyìí tí wọ́n já ìfẹ̀hónúhàn alálàáfíà èyí tí àwọn ọ̀dọ́ kan ní Makurdi tí wọ́n ṣe. Èyí ló wà nínú àtẹ̀jáde èyí tí alukoro fún iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá ní ìpínlẹ̀ ọ̀hún Udeme Hidet tó fi síta fáwọn oníròyìn. Àwọn afurasí ọ̀hún ní ìròyìn sọ di mímọ̀ wípé wọ́n pagidínà ojú ọ̀nà tó ń bẹ ní Apere tí í ṣe ẹnu lóró Makurdi, tí wọ́n sì fi ìtìpátì kúùkù dá ọkọ̀ àjàgbé kan dúró tí wọ́n kì í náà bọ́, léyìí tó sì jẹ́ wípé awakọ̀ kan tí kò tíì sí ẹnikẹ́ni tó mọ ìdámọ̀ rẹ̀ tó ń bẹ nínú ọkọ̀ tí wọ́n fi ná sí náà. Hidet ti ṣe ìlérí wípé àwọn afurasí ọ̀hún ni wọ́n fojú wọn ba ilé ẹjọ́, léyìí tó sì sọ di mímọ̀ wípé iṣẹ́ ìwádìí ó ń lọ lọ́wọ́ láti rí dájú pé àwọn yòókù míì tí wọ́n jọ wọ ọ̀daràn yìí àti àwọn tó ń bẹ lẹ́yìn ìgbésẹ̀ ọ̀hún ni wọ́n fi ojú ba ilé ẹjọ́. Túnwọ̀ ẹ̀ lórí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ìṣekúpani tó wáyé ní ìpínlẹ̀ Benue, àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí ni wọ́n ti fi ìkànminú wọn lórí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ìṣekúpani ọ̀hún pẹ̀lú bí wọ́n ti ṣe ń pè fún ìgbésẹ̀ àlàáfíà àti ààbò fún àwọn ará ìlú. Nígbà tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ pẹ̀lú ikọ̀ ìròyìn iléeṣẹ́ Dominion ní orílẹ̀-èdè yìí ni àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ti ké sí ààrẹ Bọ́lá Tinubu gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìgbésẹ̀ wàràǹsẹ̀sà láti kéde ìlú òfararọ ní ìpínlẹ̀ Benue àti ìpínlẹ̀ Plateau lẹ́tàrí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ìṣekúpani eléyìí tó wáyé láwọn ìpínlẹ̀ náà. Ìròyìn àgbáyé ń tẹ̀ sí ọwọ́ iwájú pẹ̀lú ìròyìn tó ń ti ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun jáde, níbi tí ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun tó ti pè fún sùúrù láàrin ìfikùnlukùn tó ń wáyé láti yanjú ìṣòro aáwọ̀ láàrin ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun àti Ọ̀yọ́. Ìpè yìí òun náà ni wọ́n tẹnumọ́ lásìkò àbẹ̀wò ẹ̀lẹ́ńbẹ̀ ọ̀hún tí àwọn olórí tí wọ́n rí sọ̀rọ̀ àjọ tó ń rí sọ̀rọ̀ ẹnubodè ilẹ̀ yìí tí wọ́n ṣe sí ọ́fíìsì gómìnà ní sẹkítẹ́ríàtì ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun. Gómìnà Adémọ́lá Adélékè, ẹni tí igbákejì rẹ̀ Kọ́lá Adéwùsì tó ṣojú fún, tẹnumọ́ wípé àlàáfíà àti ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ láàrin ìpínlẹ̀ méjèèjì ó ṣe pàtàkì láti yanjú aáwọ̀ ọ̀hún ní ìtùbí-ìnùbí. Ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó ló ti kéde jíjúwe ilé fún àwọn èèyàn kan eléyìí tí wọ́n sọ di mímọ̀ wípé wọ́n gba àṣẹ láàrin ojú ọ̀nà eléyìí tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ojú ọ̀nà ti Èkó sí Calabar lórí iṣẹ́ àkànṣe ọ̀hún, gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìròyìn ti ṣe fi síta nínú àtẹ̀jáde tó di ọ̀dọ̀ kọmíṣánná tó ń rí sí ọ̀rọ̀ ààtò àti ìdàgbàsókè ìlú ọ̀mọ̀wé Olúyinká Olúmídé jáde ní Aláùsá. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí Olúmídé ti ṣe sọ, ó ní ìpinnu yìí òun náà ni wọ́n gbé láti yanjú àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ eléyìí tó lè fojú léde tó sì lè bẹ́yìn yọ lórí iṣẹ́ àkànṣe ojú ọ̀nà márosẹ̀ ọ̀hún eléyìí tí ó ti wà ńlẹ̀ tó sì tún lọ lọ́wọ́ lórí ìdàgbàsókè ní ìpínlẹ̀ náà. Nínú ìròyìn tó ń ti ilẹ̀ òkèrè jáde, ìròyìn tó ti ilẹ̀ Mali jáde sọ di mímọ̀ wípé ilé ẹjọ́ kan ní Mali ló ti gbé iléeṣẹ́ ìwakùsà ti Lulio Gonkoto eléyìí tí wọ́n wá góòlù sábẹ́ ìṣàkóso rẹ̀ fún oṣù 6. Ìgbésẹ̀ náà ni ó ń ṣe àkóso iléeṣẹ́ Canada tó tóbi jùlọ léyìí tí wọ́n yan àwọn alábòójútó ìpínlẹ̀ sí lórí dúkùú tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́ láàrin iléeṣẹ́ náà àti àwọn olórí ọmọ ogun tó ń ṣàkóso Mali. Barry Gold òun ni ó ti ní asọ̀ pẹ̀lú ìṣàkóso náà lórí ẹ̀sùn wípé kò san àwọn owó orí eléyìí tó yẹ kó san àti iṣẹ́ àgbàṣe eléyìí tí kò tọ́ pẹ̀lú ìṣèjọba tó ti kọjá. Ní ìfèsì sí ìgbésẹ̀ yìí òun náà ní iléeṣẹ́ Canada náà ti sọ di mímọ̀ wípé òun ó pàrọwà sí ìpinnu ilé ẹjọ́ léyìí tó ní ó ń bẹ nínú ewu kí wọ́n má wá dókòwò mọ́ lẹ́ka náà ní orílẹ̀-èdè ọ̀hún lọ́jọ́ iwájú. Nínú ìròyìn tó ń ti ilẹ̀ Amẹ́ríkà jáde, ààrẹ ilẹ̀ Amẹ́ríkà Donald Trump ló ti rọ ilẹ̀ Iran láti jókòó padà lórí ìfọ̀rọ̀wérọ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn orílẹ̀-èdè. Ó ṣèkìlọ̀ wípé ilẹ̀ ẹlẹ́sìn Islam náà ni kò rí ọwọ́ mú nínú ìjà tó ń jà pẹ̀lú Israel. Trump tún ní àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ ilẹ̀ Iran ti fi hàn wípé wọ́n fẹ́ jíròrò nípa dídín àwọn tí wọ́n múni nígbèkùn kù pẹ̀lú ilẹ̀ Israel bí àwọn igun méjèèjì ṣe ń kọlu ara wọn tí àwọn olórí orílẹ̀-èdè sì ń wá ọ̀nà láti yanjú aáwọ̀ tó ń bẹ nílẹ̀. Nígbà tó ń bá àwọn oníròyìn sọ̀rọ̀ níbi ìpàdé àpérò ní Canada, Trump ní ó ń bẹ nínú ìfẹ́ ilẹ̀ Iran láti padà sórí tábìlì láti lè dúnàádúrà láìsí ìdíwọ́ kankan. Olóòtú titun nílẹ̀ Zealand Christopher Luxon yóò ṣe àbẹ̀wò láti mú kí àjọṣepọ̀ okòwò rẹ̀ kó túnbọ̀ gbòòrò sí i kí ó sì fa àwọn arìnrìn-àjò afẹ́ àti akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ mọ́ra bí ó tilẹ̀ jẹ́ wípé àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tó gbópọn ń bẹ ńlẹ̀ lórí ààbò àti ìdojúkọ eléyìí tó dá lórí ọ̀nà àbáyọ nínú àwọn ìpàdé pẹ̀lú àwọn olórí lókè téńté. Ìrìn àbẹ̀wò àkọ́kọ́ rẹ̀ sí ilẹ̀ China rèé látìgbà tó ti di olóòtú nínú oṣù kọkànlá ọdún 2023. Luxon yóò gúnlẹ̀ sí ibi ẹ̀ka ìṣúná ti Shanghai kó tó máa mórílé Beijing fún ìpàdé lọ́jọ́ Ẹtì tó ń bọ̀ yìí pẹ̀lú ààrẹ Xi Jinping àti olóòtú Liang Yang. Nínú ìròyìn tó ti ilẹ̀ Taiwan jáde, Taiwan ti fẹnukò lórí àdéhùn àjọṣepọ̀ pẹ̀lú ilẹ̀ Amẹ́ríkà àti Germany fún èròjà ti ẹyẹ ìgbàlódé eléyìí tí wọ́n ti fi ogun dánwò ní Ukraine láti lè ṣàmúgbòrò ètò ààbò erékùṣù náà tako ìdúnkokò tó ń peléke sí látọ̀dọ̀ àwọn ọmọ ogun láti ilẹ̀ China. Alterion, ẹni tí èròjà rẹ̀ jẹ́ lílò ní Ukraine, ni ó wá kò tako ilẹ̀ Russia ní àdéhùn náà. Ó sọ di mímọ̀ wípé àdéhùn ọ̀hún ni ó lè já sí eléyìí tí wọ́n máa lo ọ̀kẹ́ àìmọye mílíọ̀nù ẹyẹ ìgbàlódé fún ní Taiwan. Taiwan òun náà ni ó ń wọ ilẹ̀ Taiwan tí ìṣèjọba àwarawa tó ti ń wáyé gẹ́gẹ́ bí agbègbè ẹ̀ tí ó sì ti parí iṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ ogun rẹ̀ láti ọdún 5 sẹ́yìn tó fi mọ́ lílo ìdá àádọ́sìnì eré ìdárayá èyí tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ogun láti fi dánra wò. Nínú ìròyìn eré ìdárayá, bàbá Neymar kékeré ti ṣíṣọ lójú rẹ̀ wípé ọ̀rọ̀ ìṣípòrọ́pò ló ti ń lọ lọ́wọ́ pẹ̀lú àwọn ikọ̀ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Champions League, àmọ́ ṣàkó tí ìwọ́gilé bí ó ti ṣe é ṣe fún Neymar láti ṣìwà pẹ̀lú Santos. Àdọ̀wọ́ wájú mú fún ilẹ̀ Brazil padà sí ẹkùn rẹ̀ lóṣù kínní lẹ́yìn tí ó ní ìpalára pẹ̀lú ikọ̀ ti Al Hilal. Ikọ̀ agbábọ́ọ̀lù ti Saudi ni wọ́n wọ́gilé àdéhùn ńlá tó ṣe pẹ̀lú wọn léyìí tó sì fààyè fún un láti darapọ̀ mọ́ Santos gẹ́gẹ́ bí afúnṣọ́ pẹ̀lú àdéhùn ráńpẹ́ tó máa tó tẹnubodò. Àríwòye àti àfojúsùn ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ lórí ọjọ́ ọ̀la ẹni ọdún 23 náà. Ẹ lè darapọ̀ mọ́ ojú òpó alátagbà wa ní ìkànnì ti www.dominion.org.ng láti wò wá àti láti fọ̀rọ̀wérọ̀ pẹ̀lú wa. Bákan náà lẹ lè tẹ̀lé wa ní àwọn ojú òpó alátagbà wa gbogbo ní ìpele ti Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube àti LinkedIn @Dominion Broadcast, ní ìpele ti X @DominionCast. Èyí ni òpin ìròyìn àgbáyé fún ti tọ̀sán òní láti iléeṣẹ́ móhùnmáwòrán ti Dominion. Olúbùnmi Ọ̀kẹ́ lórúkọ tèmi ẹ ṣé fún wíwò àti gbígbọ́ tẹ̀ ń wo iléeṣẹ́ móhùnmáwòrán ti Dominion.